is Tarik Talk. Your host, Tarik Mendez, takes you on a journey with guests from all around the world. Broadcasting around the world. Around the world. This is Tarik Talk.
All right, guys, today I'm here at the Brooklyn Army Terminal during the Chashama Open Studios with Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to help me. Stephanie Warburg?
Norberg.
Sorry,
yeah.
I know English. I'm a ESL kid, so.
No problem. Doing great.
Thank you so much. This is a beautiful setup. I'm definitely going to be sharing the video footage of the work. Do you want to start by telling us a little bit about yourself, please?
So I grew up in South Dakota. I am a Midwest kid. I did school in the Midwest and then ended up moving to New York about 15 years ago. But I studied sculpture at Cranbrook Academy of Art in Detroit, outside Detroit, Michigan, Bloomfield Hills.
Congrats.
Thank you. So yeah, I had like a background of like painting and sculpture. And then as I was in grad school, I got more into like installation art. So, but my art studio right now has, kind of a mix of all those elements. So I like working in a lot of different mediums. I feel like they complement each other. But I also, my dad's an architect. So I grew up, being exposed to like the building industry. And so, I think about things architecturally quite a lot. So I think that kind of, for a while I was making sculpture and painting and the scale kept getting bigger and bigger. And then when I started getting into installation art, it just made sense for me to get into installation art.
And do you think having like that, being exposed, you say your dad was an architect, do you think being exposed to that as a young kid has influenced your work a little bit or at all?
Yeah, quite a bit. So I don't really use a lot of traditional materials. Like you'll see a lot of cardboard and building materials in my studio. So I think that influenced me quite a bit and just, being exposed to those type of materials and like the process of like making things and seeing stuff, from the beginning, like being built, influenced me quite a bit. And I think also like, just the scale of my art has been influenced by architecture and my upbringing quite a bit because we were pretty hands-on as a family. So like my dad would have a project and like he would have a contractor working on it, but then like, they, were behind schedule or something. Yeah. So like on the weekend, he would take my brothers and I into that space and we would actually help him like with drywalling, nailing. So,
that's so cool.
I was using my hands from like a young age. So that's influenced me quite a bit. And the fact that, my parents are both creatives in a way, like my dad's an architect, my mom's a landscape architect, like they've always been very supportive of me through my whole life, like pursuing like art. So I think that just, I haven't really had like a lot of doubt growing up of like, oh, I can't do this. Like the sky's the limit.
Wow,
so
that's why your work is amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. And I do love how you have like freedom within your work. Like I see some sculptures, I see some paintings. How do ideas come to you? Like, are you always creative or do you have like times where you kind of like unplug yourself from like the arts? How does it work for you?
I mean, I feel like I always have ideas going. It's more of a issue nowadays, like being outside of school and like working full time of like actually getting into the studio and having, time to play and create with things. So I feel like, I feel like ideas come through, like music, architecture. I use a lot of geometric shapes too. So I feel like I get inspired just through mundane things too, where it's like, so I do architectural photography and commercial photography, so cool. Like it's my day job. So like I'll be on job sites and like there's like a pile of trash or like, they're setting up to do like electrical or drywall in a room and I'll get an idea for something just being in that space. So I guess like the challenge now is to like find a way, because I feel like I'm always getting inspired, find a way to like kind of sit down and like capture those ideas, even if I don't have time to get to the studio for like maybe a month or two to actually do that idea.
Wow.
So,
Excuse me. And then when you first have like your inspiration, your ideas, do you think the original thought in your mind translates exactly to the physical finished work, or do you like the spontaneous process of like changing?
I'm definitely open to having room for things to grow. Like I do like the spontaneous process quite a bit. Like my work is pretty intuitive. So like most of the time, like I won't even get like a fully concrete idea. Like I just have an impression. So as I start making work, especially with like the installations, and like I'll do like room installations that people can like walk into. Like I've done a couple of different like prayer rooms. Like I'll get a general idea for the shape, but then as I'm like making, like it will kind of, become more clear to me as and same with, some of the sculpture, and I guess like the painting and drawing is a little bit more like fluid with, more spontaneous.
And if for those that are like listening to the podcast right now and checking out your work, are you open to do commissions if anybody has any requests?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've done a couple commissions in the past of, I call them light boxes. So they're like, they're more flat sculptures that kind of come off the wall like 2 to 4 inches. And it's a drawing that gets translated to wood, and then it's backlit with light. So I've done a couple. But yeah, I'm always open to like collaboration and commission if people are interested in doing that.
I'm sure your work is amazing. Do you mind just sharing your website and Instagram with us, please?
Yeah, so my website is www.stephanienorberg.com, and that's STEPHANIENORB as in boy, ERG as in girl. And then my Instagram handle is the same as my name, but so it's Stephanie _D, middle initial _ last name Norberg.
Share with us like something that you're working on at the moment.
So one of the things I'm working on is doing kinetic sculptures. So sculpture, I use a lot of light and sound in my music. So having, the physical aspect of movement paired with the sculptures is something that I'm exploring right now.
Oh, I love that. And I love how it's like such an immersive exhibition that you can like, be part of and, take pictures and just stare at it. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Stephanie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being
on
the podcast. Everybody, please go follow her, check out her work. Hopefully, ask for some commissions or just buy the original work. She's a fabulous artist. And thank you again, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Tarik Talk. Follow Tarik Talk on all social media channels and check out the video interviews online.